I'm a great martial artist, but I also like to get in there, get dirty. I cannot wait to get out there and fight. You're in for a long night, and we're not gonna roll over and die. We're not gonna quit. We're training to fucking kill you.
I bring so much to this match that he doesn't bring. I'm a grappler, I'm striking, I can put you out with a punch, I can put you out with a submission, TKO. Sean's gonna make a mistake, and I'm gonna capitalize on it.
Good, Gilbert. Very good.
I don't say no to fights. I'm competitive, you know, if I wanna be the best, I gotta be the best. I gotta be the best guys out there. Whenever I'm done fighting, I wanna look back, I wanna look at my record and say, wow, I fought everybody in that division, you know, the whole top 10 of my division back when I was fighting, I fought every single one.
2 minutos ainda.
I'm proud because I shouldn't be here. Came from a rough town, Niterói, in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Grew up with a hard beginning. For me, it was normal. Everyone around was poor, so I was just part of it, not a victim. But I think because of my growing up, not having a lot of things, it gave me the hunger to go after those things and conquer. All the experience that I had, all the bad and good experience, it made me who I am. I'm proud because I choose to be a jiu-jitsu world champion, and I work so freaking hard every single day. And I work my way up.
Good hustle, good hustle.
In jiu-jitsu, I was able to become many times state champion. I was Brazilian national champion. I was doing good. I have a couple of sponsors, but I have zero money. I just remember I was kind of struggling, so I called my mom. But then when I call her and I say, yeah, how you doing? How's everything? She said, yeah. And they say, oh, we're tough here. Do you have any money to send it to me? And I was just like, no, but I'll figure it out, don't worry. I know when my mommy asked for the money, he switched gear on me, you know. A key was activated, and then I knew I gotta be one of the providers, you know. I had to do it, I gotta change the course on the family. And then that's when the MMA transition started. I started putting a psychopath type of crazy working.
Oh, that is gorgeous. And now Burns gonna go to the armbar. He's gonna stretch it out. Oh, he's tap. Massive knockout! Gilbert Burns!
Just how high is the ceiling for the all-world jiu-jitsu player?
You heard it bad. Woo! Dorino's in love with that knockout life.
I had 22 fights in the UFC. Just past 10 years, I'm working very hard towards one goal, that becoming a champion.
Enter the #1 welterweight contender, Gilbert Burns. He has been on an absolute tear. Tonight he gets his first UFC title shot against the incumbent Kamaru Usman.
A win gives you a lot of confidence. You feel invincible. I think that was one of the mistakes. My confidence was a little bit too much for that fight.
Early land for Dorino with a right hand.
Started very good, but ended up falling short on that fight.
Huge right! This could be the beginning.
It's over. It's over.
And now we do it. And
That's
still the best welterweight in the world.
My goodness.
There was a lot of emotion after that fight. I'm motivated because I want to get a win. I'm fighting Sean Brady next. I'm putting so much work. I'm gonna come out easy on this fight. I want to finish. I'm hungry for the finish. And I know Brady is a tough dude. He just have one loss in his career. Still hungry, young guy, but my caliber, it's high than anyone that he fought, and no disrespect. But coming September 7th, buddy, it's now or never.
Three, two, one. Where we at, Sean?
That
Sean?
notepad is dusty.
But it get it done.
He's got 3 pages with 2 notes on each one.
That's
What?
That's because
to
no. Don't disrespect me. Look.
About.
Look, as you get closer, like
Fighting's definitely part of the Philly culture, and especially Northeast Philly. The Philly MMA scene when I was coming up was almost non-existent. And then our team started putting out some guys.
She went to slide, and it was like.
We all have different parts of the neighborhood that we're from, and it's definitely very, very gritty and very tough.
I'm JP Baggs, and this is Mr. Sean Brady. And
The podcast Brady Bag Show is me and Joey Pfeiffer, my buddy Kurt, and Justin Haskell. There's no clear-cut way to get to the UFC. You know, it's not like football. You go to high school, you go to a D1 school, you go from there, you get scouted, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's a straight line. There's no straight line to the UFC, but these guys get to see us do what we're doing, and they know that it's real and it's possible.
Tell me about the straight line again.
Justin,
My arm
has a
ain't
question for you, man.
No, there's no straight line. For our line is like this. I'm from Philly, Kurt's from Philly, we're all from Philly. It's the gym and the Philly culture inside of a podcast. Things are starting to heat up and fights are all starting to get booked. There's a lot of talking about fights and pretty much just talking shit to each other. If you come in the gym, we're gonna be doing the same exact thing on the mats, just with no cameras.
We are 4 weeks out from your fight. I know
Sean
this.
Brady versus Gilbert Burns, September 7th. Halfway through camp, 4 weeks out. I'm feeling great, I'm feeling grateful.
We don't give a fuck if it's Gilbert Great, Gilbert Godfrey, or Gilbert Burns. You're getting fucking started.
Philadelphia is very blue collar. It's a hard-working city. I'm so proud because of exactly what I do and how much work I put into it. I grew up getting into fights, fighting other neighborhoods, other high schools, just stupid stuff. Right out of high school, I had my first amateur fight, and I was training with pros at the time. These guys were all telling me, they're like, hey, if you keep your head on your shoulders, you train hard, you could really do something good in this sport. And I took that to heart. I fought for Cage Fury, and I was their welterweight champion, defended my belt, got signed to the UFC. And I'm still so young in my career where I feel like I'm just gonna take that next step. I would do this for free if I had to. 3 practices every day, 6 days a week. I'm fortunate that I love to do it. I enjoy the suffering, just knowing that I went through adversity and I made it through it. I enjoy going into the pain cave. It's where I like to live.
One of Philadelphia's finest, Sean Brady, making the walk for his UFC debut. He has dedicated the last 10 years of his life to mixed martial arts, and now Sean Brady has arrived.
Oh! Massive left from Brady!
This man's the real deal.
Brady blitzes forward again. And now hammer fist from Brady, who turns up the aggression.
This guy's all in. He's got it. That's it. He's
Not
out.
tapping yet, but he's out. Sean Brady, still undefeated.
Wow.
This guy doesn't lose in anything. Didn't lose as an amateur. He just does not lose.
Oh, that left.
Oh, big shots from Brady here.
This is terrible for Matthews. Oh, my goodness.
Sean Brady is showing that he is the best prospects at this weight class for sure.
That's it.
There's the tap. 14-8 for Sean Brady. He submits Jake Matthews in round 3.
That was impressive.
What a fighter he has turned into.
For the winner, Sean Brady.
I'm getting ready to fight Gilbert Burns. This is a huge opportunity for me. First main event in the UFC. Gilbert's a former title challenger. He's a huge household name. I respect Gilbert, a world-class jiu-jitsu athlete, and people know me for my grappling. I'm going to get to go out there and test my grappling against his. This is like my first Legends fight. I have to go out there and prove that I can beat one of the older guys who are still tough as nails. I'm a younger, stronger, better version of Gilbert. I don't care how I win the fight. Obviously, finishes are great, but the win is what matters most, and showing how much better of a fighter I am than Gilbert. A win versus Gilbert is going to put me right into the top 5 against these big name guys, but I got to get through Gilbert first, and then the sky's the limit.
I gotta be honest, you know. I set an example for my kids. It's not just me doing me. I just trying to be the best example, not as a dad, but the way I treat my wife, the way I treat other women, the way I treat my mom, the way I treat my brothers, my friends, my teammates. They see in everything. So as a fighter, they gotta see me as a guy that never quits, but a guy that tried to be a good example, be a leader, be a good role model. I love my wife. She's a warrior. She's a black belt in jiu-jitsu too, so she had her ups and downs, but she knows me, you know. Good. She knows when she just needs to be on my side and don't say nothing, just give me a hug. She knows when she needs to talk to me a little bit. She knows it better than I know myself. My wife is the one that, if I'm a little bit overconfident, she'll let me know straight up. She's not gonna play. She can see, you know, if I'm a little bit up, hey, relax, like, calm down now. So it's great to have her on my side.
I tried to be mom, wife, trainer, coach, physiotherapist, like everything that I can do. It's how I support him. Yeah, like a little worry because sometimes he's overtraining, but he's always tried to overwork everyone. So I have to like, hey, overtraining. I mean, that's just how it is.
I don't do nothing for show, you know. I like to train, I like to hustle, I like to work hard, because when I'm doing my walk to that octagon, I know those questions gonna come in my mind, like, did I give everything? Did I work that hard? And when the answer is yes, that's where my confidence comes from.
Gilbert Burns has stepped up on short notice for this 5-rounder with Belal Muhammad.
The Belal Muhammad fight was beginning of May, even though I just fought in April, so it was less than a month. I was too fired up to get that fight because I was super confident that I was gonna beat Belal Muhammad and for sure getting a title shot next. But my confidence was a little bit too much for that fight.
Belal's constantly in the face of Gilbert Burns.
In the first round, he was fast. He was moving the way I thought he would.
Oh, there's the takedown. Look at that. Nicely done by Belal.
Whenever I got in the shot, he did a down block, great defense. I landed on my shoulder with all my weight and Belal Muhammad weight. Eventually, I couldn't move the arm.
There's something wrong with the left arm of Gilbert Burns, and he looks very dejected.
Doctor said I should have stopped, but I didn't want to stop. There was no way I was getting out of that fight.
Oh boy, he's hurt. He winced badly. His shoulder's in real bad shape. Whatever's wrong with it is serious. And Bilal recognizes it.
To make all the way through 5 rounds, end up losing, getting dominated, couldn't do much with the one arm. After that, it was a 6 months recovery for that injury. I was a hard one to swallow. That was a very hard moment for me. The recovery took all the way to the end of that year, and then it was clear to get back to training. They gave me a fight against a newcomer, a great contender on Jack Della Maddalena.
Gilbert Burns is ready to go. He wants to get that momentum back. Full camp for this, fully healthy.
Beautiful level change by Durinho.
First round was amazing.
Oh, nice right hand.
Big right hand by Burns.
Second round was good. Third round was great until was not.
Right big knee for Della Maddalena.
Gilbert's hurt.
I end up eating a knee, going to a takedown, 1 minute to finish the fight.
Oh, Burns covering up and now elbows. Della Maddalena can smell the finish.
Oh. That's it. That's it.
That was another tough moment too, because that was the first time in my career that I have 2 losses back to back. For sure it hurt, but like, I'm not a guy that have a lot of bad thoughts, you know? They come, but they not welcome, they don't stay as much. But I will not be over emotional with a loss. It's kind of like the way I learn how to deal. So we cannot over celebrate with a win, or we cannot over be depressed and put myself down with a loss.
Right. Open cool. Open. Hook. Hook. Open cool. Open cool. Right.
It's not a good feeling that stayed in my mouth from those last 2 fights that I had, so I need a good taste. I'm very positive. I know how much I work. I know where I came from, and I know I still have a lot in the tank. Looking forward to a big fight. 38 years old as a young man's sport. I'm hanging tight here because I believe I will get the title eventually. I know my potential, so I still have a lot to give in this sport.
After Sean's last fight, he made this for me. This is Sean's wraps, his gloves, his shorts, the fight poster. It's me and my wife's ticket from the night. And then obviously all these cards. There's 330 some.
My dad's card collection, a little out of control.
Man, they're all cool.
Yeah. He's just so proud of me, everything I've done and what I've accomplished so far in my career. For him to see me on cards, it's gotta be an amazing feeling for a father.
And there's not too many left of his rookie card year. Sean was, at that time, 15-0. He was like the hot prospect, and everybody wanted his cards.
My dad's the best. Whether we were little kids or now we're all grown up, he's a phone call away.
Yeah, it's definitely an obsession, but you know what I mean? He's my son.
My dad was a construction worker.
And we're just a blue-collar family worker. You know what I mean? 4 sons, firefighters, nurses.
Me and my brothers really started to work with him. I fucking hated doing it with them, but I still did it.
He couldn't do that and do what he did, you know what I mean? And
that wasn't Sean's thing.
It wasn't Sean's thing.
Right.
It was.
There it is. That's what I want. Throw the jab when you want to throw it.
He's the ideal athlete for any coach. He's the type of dude, when he sets a mission, he does not let it go.
Good. Head movement, everything. Let's go.
Being undefeated was almost becoming my entire identity.
When you're always winning, you start building this mindset of perfection.
Move around, throw it when you want.
It was almost like he had to live a perfect life.
Good.
I felt like if I lost that, everything would change and no one's gonna care about you anymore.
Relax in the pocket.
As we all know, nobody's perfect.
There we go.
Sometimes we get a wake-up call from life.
Huge fight. Bilal Muhammad trying to hand Philadelphia's Sean Brady the first loss of his professional career.
I almost feel like I was fighting not to win my fights, but just stay undefeated.
This could end up being a back-and-forth striking battle between these two.
Mentally, Brady was not there that night.
Now Muhammad lands a right. There's big pressure here from Bilal.
My mind just wasn't right, felt like I couldn't be myself.
Oh! Massive right from Muhammad momentarily wobbles Brady. Now another land for Bilal. Bilal is really putting it on him here. Brady on the ropes. Oh, that'll do it! Undefeated, no more! The Sean Brady hype train stops here.
It's a fucking loss, it sucked. If I would have beat Bilal that night, I'm probably fighting for the belt my next fight. But none of the bad things I thought were gonna happen, happened.
That loss, we needed that as a team. It made him grow a little bit as a person and realize that there's no such thing as a perfect fighter.
It felt like the biggest weight was lifted off of my shoulders.
After that, he kind of made the proper changes, like spending time with family, getting his mind busy in other stuff. He's a total different man.
I think it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Eager to return to action is Philadelphia's Sean Brady.
I knew there was nothing in that fight that could bother me. Whatever cards were going to be dealt, were going to be dealt, and I was perfectly fine with that.
Oh, look at that!
Because I did everything I could do, and I was just going to go out there and give my 100% effort.
And this is the Sean Brady that we've come to expect, domination.
That's exactly what I did, and it was one of my best performances.
Oh, trying to isolate that right arm now.
Oh, this is going to be it.
There it is. Sean Brady's back in the win column in a big way.
That was amazing.
Good, yeah. Good.
Well, I'm 16-1 now, so I'm proud of that record.
Good.
I feel like I'm getting better and better every year, every month.
1, 2. Gilbert Burns, killer on the feet, killer on the ground, but we're also killers. It doesn't matter where the fight goes. We're gonna be ready.
I'm working on being present, not perfect. And when I'm present, I can beat anybody on the planet. And September 7th, that's what I plan on doing.
Being the world champion is what I dreamed about since I was a little kid. I want to make my parents and family proud, but I really do this for me. Because when I look back when I'm 60, 70, 80 years old, I want to know that I fulfilled all my goals.
I've been putting so much work for so many years. I believe I'm gonna have an amazing performance. I see me getting a knockout. My hand's gonna be quick, I'm gonna be on point, and I'll be able to finish Sean Brady.
What I'm gonna bring to this matchup that Gilbert doesn't is just an intensity and a pace that I don't think any other man is gonna be able to keep up with. Whether it's Gilbert, King Kong, it doesn't matter who it is, I'm beating them. That's what I'm excited to do.